Yeah, hopefully not.
What are other reasons you would turn down doing a tattoo?
If a person is intoxicated, or if
And how what is intoxicated to you?
it's kind of like what you can handle.
Okay, so if they're pretty much out of it, then I guess is
Yeah, yeah. If they're like showing high signs of intoxication and they're just unmanageable, if they're belligerent and difficult to work with, at that point we reserve we reserve the right to turn that away.
yeah.
But if it's like, I don't know, maybe if they're like drinking while they're there, sometimes some people will do that, like in a very rare situation, but maybe they'll bring some wine or whatever, and it helps them deal with the pain better.
Yeah,
Whatever, it's a small tattoo, no big deal. And if you're gonna drink, that's fine as long as you have proper transportation, especially if it's somebody you know.
I like that too at the
Don't
end
mind it.
right there. That you make
Yeah.
sure that they have proper transportation.
Yeah, just making sure that they're set up for success if they're going to do that. And it's really just once in a blue moon we'll
Yeah,
have that. It's usually just somebody like, oh, it's a late night, it's a Friday, that's the end of the work week for them, and they want to get a tattoo. They know us, like, hey, you mind if I bring like a six pack?
yeah. It's not like you have a bar there for everyone to make
Yeah,
themselves a
no,
drink. Yeah,
no.
I
Just
was
try to
say,
make
cause
them feel a little at home.
I was say, damn, bro, I'm about to go get a tattoo.
If
um, what other than that, like, does it really thin your blood that bad where it would affect?
a person is like highly intoxicated and has been intoxicated for some time, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I
Yeah, and then you start tattooing them. It's pretty difficult.
and they just bleed everywhere, right?
Yeah, and it's not like a squirting blood. It's just difficult enough to where like it's counterproductive.
Yeah,
Like it's very difficult to tattoo them because as I'm tattooing them, they're bleeding a lot and it pushes out the ink.
yeah,
So it's not working. I'm practically not tattooing them. I have to now work twice as hard to tattoo them. It's not worth it. At that point, it's kind of like maybe another time.
yeah. Do you know if that works with marijuana too, or do you not have any idea
It
about
all
that?
really depends on like your heart rate, right? Like, so if a person is under the influence of any form and their heart rate elevates, then it's going to have them pump more blood, which is going to cause them to bleed more.
Okay,
So it
yeah,
depends on the individual.
yeah. No,
Some
that's
people
pretty cool.
actually mellow out and kind of slow down after they're under the influence. So
Hey, you know what? I did not know that, dude. That's insane. So control your
the same
breathing.
goes with like caffeine too. Like if a person drinks a lot of coffee and their heart rate is like, or maybe they're doing a lot of like Red Bull or
Yeah.
Monster, then they're probably gonna bleed more.
So that's a good reason to pretty much just go sober, I guess,
Yeah,
to a tattoo
yeah, or
session.
just not like go crazy.
Yeah. All right, dude. That's a good
Uh,
thing. What other reasons would you turn down a tattoo? You said the gang thing earlier, so that's one off the list.
um, if a person is like doing a cover up and it's just maybe they have like some scar tissue I'm not willing to work over, or if it's too difficult, then
Yeah,
I'll turn it down. Like I'm okay with saying no. If I can't do it, I can't do it.
that's good.
So if somebody's got like a perfusive like cut or wound of some sort, and want a tattoo cover up, and it's just too much, like I just say, I apologize. I'm not gonna be like best suited for this. I would recommend that maybe you try to research like a cover up artist or consider like laser.
Yeah,
I don't like to turn people away, but I'd rather turn someone away if I think I'm gonna do bad work.
yeah. And neither of you are gonna be happy with the time spent
Yeah,
and the results. So why even
yeah,
waste that? So
yeah.
that's cool. What's the longest session you have done tattooing?
It's usually around 8 hours. I'd say on average, it's around 8 hours is when people usually, if you have high pain tolerance, around 8 hours is usually where a person's going to tap out. Typically, though, it's around three. It's around 3 to 4.
Three.
That's on
Okay.
that's on average. But once in a while, I'll have an outlier or somebody who just has really high pain tolerance who can last up to a full work day.
Yeah.
And great for them. And what ends up happening is usually there'll be some like physical signs of their bodies that are telltales. They're like, all right, it's time to wrap it up. They're shaking, or maybe they're pulling away from me involuntarily, or their body temperature has dropped significantly. These are telltale signs where I'm like, or I'll just usually I try to beat that so I'm not pushing them to the extent of their threshold when it comes to pain tolerance. So usually I'll try to tell myself mentally, okay, it seems like this guy's got a high pain threshold. I'm going to try to make sure I finish A, B, and C, and then I'll wrap it up so that they don't hit their pain threshold, because it's very unpleasant.
Yeah, no, I bet, man.
Healing experience is rough too when you push somebody to the limit.
And then you trying to get the work done too, and having to fight, like, not fight them, but like
Yeah.
having
After
to
a while,
really-
you're really kind of fighting the skin.
yeah. So
There becomes a point in time where you're trying to race time to make sure that you can effectively tattoo them. Because after a certain time, well, considering that the body, this is a foreign substance that's going to the person's body, the body is going to try to reject it. It's going to try to react to fend off this foreign substance, whether it's like swelling up, sending white blood cells there. Then you'll see like excessive amounts of plasma. But it really is a test of time when you start tattooing somebody. As soon as you start tattooing somebody, there's like a mental clock, and everybody's different. Some people react very quickly, some people not at all. Some people can handle it, some people can't. Some it's more sensitive, some swell up, some become too red, some bleed too much. Every single canvas is different in its own regard. It's crazy. It really is.